Hello, my name is Isabella Burmaster, and today we will be talking about teaching as an act of love and justice. Teaching as an act of love and justice goes beyond simply just delivering content to a student. It's about caring for the student as a person, not just a student, and helping them dismantle inequalities that affect their learning and lives. What we will be talking about today is teaching as an act of love, teaching as an act of justice, and teaching as an act of love and justice. Number one, teaching as an act of love, written by me, Isabella Burmaster. Teaching as an act of love. Definition: love in teaching is when a teacher cares for and is committed to their students' well being and learning to the best of their abilities. How love in teaching can show up in the classroom. Number one, belief in students' abilities. When a teacher believes in a student, they give the student not only a positive outlook on their class, but confidence in themselves and what they're doing. Believing in your students helps them succeed because it gives them the support that they need. And example one, allowing retakes, revisions, or makeup/extra credit work, showing the teacher believes in their student and knows they can do better. Example two, a teacher saying things like, "You got this," "You're capable of figuring this out," or "I know you can do this." Number two, empathy and compassion. Teachers showing empathy and compassion helps them understand the students' challenges and what they need to succeed, as well as helping validate their feelings and making them feel like people and not just students. Some examples of this are: example one, listening deeply when a student is upset or disengaged, instead of just assuming that they are unmotivated or lazy. Example two, creating a classroom climate where mistakes are part of the learning experience and not something you'll get punished for if you mess up. Number three, encouragement and affirmations. Teachers recognize their students' strengths and helping them gain confidence. Teachers would do this by giving uplifting words and even helping them and explaining the work to a student to give the student a more positive outlook. Some examples of this are: example one, this could be having sayings pinned around your classroom, like "never give up," "believe in yourself," or "it's okay to ask for help." Example number two, a teacher who stays after school to give encouragement and to help a student that is not doing good in their class or is just struggling in general. Number two, teaching as an act of love, as an act of justice, by Shannon De Silva. Justice. Justice in the school system is very important. Every student should receive equal opportunities. No student should feel like they are not given fair treatment. Along with that, every student should feel safe and respected, not only by their teachers, but also by their fellow classmates. Why is justice so important? Justice is important in schools for many reasons, like it makes the students feel safe and comfortable, helps make the students feel valued, makes students feel seen and heard, and makes the environment for students to be ready to learn. Teachers. Teachers are meant to make all of their students feel involved and appreciated. Students want to feel safe and comfortable to voice their opinions in the classroom setting. And so it is up to the teacher to create an environment where that is possible for the students. Teachers are also meant to be there for all of their students. If a student were to come in to their work, to come to their teacher and say they were discriminated against, then that teacher should make sure they handle the situation appropriately. Students. Students should always be respectful to their fellow classmates as well as their teachers. There should always be a mutual agreement to treat everybody with respect in order to create a safe and comfortable environment for everyone. Students should also always be respectful to their teachers. Students should feel comfortable enough with their teachers to be able to come to them and tell them about something that happened, whether it's inside or outside the classroom, and that has upset them. And from that point, it is up to the teacher to de escalate that situation or try to help in any way they can. Number 3, the role of compassion and empathy in the classroom by Michaela Americas. Agenda, what we will be talking about today in this point. What is compassion and empathy? Why are compassion and empathy important when learning? Empathy versus compassion. And how does this benefit both students and the teacher? Compassion. Compassion in a classroom is knowing what personal and emotional challenges your students are going through and responding with empathy and care, making a safe place for your students where they feel safe, supported, and are encouraged to learn and grow. Empathy. Empathy in a classroom is the ability to understand and share feelings and perspectives from others, recognizing when someone is struggling emotionally, academically, or socially, and acknowledging them with support, patience, and kindness. What is the importance of compassion and empathy? Compassion and empathy builds trust and reduces conflict. Also helps encourage teamwork inside of a classroom and gives emotional security for the students. Using empathy and compassion in a classroom helps the students build strong connections and helps the students feel like they belong, making them way more eager to learn. Compassion versus empathy. Here are some situations that can happen in a real life classroom and some examples of how you can show compassion and empathy if you are the teacher. Situation number 1. A student comes to class looking upset. As a teacher, a way to show compassion would be giving the student space and time to calm their body. And showing empathy would be after noticing, you ask them if they would like to talk to you about it. Situation 2. One of your students is struggling. A way a teacher can show compassion is making sure they know they can have one-on-one time with that teacher. A way of showing empathy is explaining that they're just learning and it's okay not to know. Situation number 3. If a student does bad on an assignment, a way a teacher can show compassion is going over what confused them to ensure that they can do better next time. A way of showing empathy is to tell them that you know how they feel and understand why they are so upset. Benefits for students with showing compassion and empathy. They are better in class relationships, whether it be the teacher with other teachers or with other students. Good communication skills. Less conflict in the classroom because it's more of a supportive environment. An enhanced learning environment. Confidence in themselves, and a sense of safety. Benefits for teachers showing compassion and empathy in classrooms is good class management, better relationships with your students, reduce stress, creates community within your classroom, supports success, and shows good role modeling skills. Thank you for listening to our presentation about teaching as an act of love and justice.